Yo, so I was asked about the conjunction of Mars and Venus inside of the sign of Scorpio. I think last time I did it was in the sign of Aries. So I would say for y'all with this placement, right, that you have a real good chance to be strategic, become a strategist, more than other signs, more than the conjunction being in other signs, is what I mean to say. Clearly, because Scorpio is a sign that can be very controlled, and when utilizing strategy, it takes control. You got to be able to control your impulses. Like, for instance, with Mars being inside of Scorpio alone, let's say you come across some money, you could run through that money because of impulsive spending. But with Venus there, you're going to come to a realization that something should be done with this money to expand it, to make some type of further exchange somewhere down the line, not to be selfish with it. With Mars being there, you're probably just going to be selfish with it, like, shit, I made the money, it's my money, I'm going to spend that. You know what I'm saying? Now, that's what Venus can do. So Venus is like a coaxing planet for Mars. And it's like a seduction move. You know what I'm saying? It's like being teased and foreplay type shit. It's like being undressed. You know what I'm saying? Like, really. Without that, Mars would be all hot and dry and impulsive and on go and just running through shit, running. You know what I mean? And it could be bad. But with Venus there, it's a guide to say, hold on, pump your brakes. This can actually be better. This can be more harmonious, and this could be more sweeter than you'd ever imagine type shit, you know? Mm. And I'd also say this. Imagine dealing with money, right? Because Venus inside of Scorpio alone is fantastic when it comes to managing finances. You can be managing portfolios of executives, big wigs, whales, even to the point where you do it long enough, you'll become one yourself, right? And you don't need Mars getting in the way of that. Mars might get in the way of that with this conjunction. This is something to take heed to, because there can be some irresponsibility coming from impulsive spending. There can also be types of situations where your desire for someone that you rub shoulders with in the business world can turn into something more and turn into something sexual. You got to remember, this is the sign of sex too. Let's not act like those cards are off the table. But like I said, the sign Scorpio has a better ability to be controlled, but it's still naturally the sign of sex. And when it comes to Venus being inside of Scorpio, it's going to be damn near impossible to prevent yourself from feeling desire and passion and love for the people that you love and that you're attracted to. Straight up, because when Venus is in Scorpio, there's no in betweens about how you feel about people. You either like them or you don't. And then when you bring Mars into that, you either passionate about them or you're not. So imagine handling someone's money, nice cougar chick, and she got wild bread, and then all of a sudden you like, she maybe whoever made a move on who, you know what I'm saying? Consentfully and of age, of course. Next thing you know, y'all more than just clients. You know what I'm saying? And then it's just like, I'm just saying, I'm talking this real shit right now because I don't want you to ignore this or avoid this or act like this can't potentially happen, because it can. And it happens often. You know what I mean? So, but like I said, you'd be able to strategize though with this conjunction here, because you got a planet that can coax the masculine energy. You got a Venus, you got a feminine planet there that can coax the masculine energy, caress it, seduce it in whatever type of way it has to. Now, something else that's deep when it comes to this conjunction is this, right? With Venus and Scorpio, like I said, there's no in betweens about how you feel about people, and you will let them. This gets even deeper. This gets deeper because Venus and Scorpio also masks their true emotions for people, right? That's one thing. But if you know, you know. So like another person with Venus and Scorpio is really the only person that can really understand the depths of the love and the passion that Venus and Scorpio people have for the people that they love. Flat out. Now, however, let's say you meet that match. Furthermore, should I say, let's say you meet that match, right? You in a relationship, y'all hitting it off, everything is going great. Venus and Scorpio is also prone to fits of rage and jealousy deriving from insecurities. Sometimes those insecurities or the reason for being jealous ain't even true. Sometimes they are. Let's say they are though, right? But you're so used to concealing your emotions and your true feelings because it's a defense mechanism of Venus inside of Scorpio that you lose yourself in the relationship. And some of this irateness or some of this ill behavior or irrational behavior or just even possessiveness comes from that, from you not allowing yourself to be freely emotional to the significant other and lover, right? So they don't really know how sensitive Venus and Scorpio is until maybe it's too late, or you snap and then you're just like, oh man, I never knew you. I thought I knew you. You think you know people, right? So with Mars being there, it's like this. You could get your power back. You can grab your power back. It's like something that clicks in you because normally with Mars and Scorpio, it's a real individualistic society, B. You all on that shit for you. You can't nobody stop you. Can't nobody tell you what to do. Nothing. But with Venus, there's like, and I'm not saying you pandering to your significant other, your lover, but again, you're concealing your emotions to a degree because you don't want nobody figuring you out. It's deceptive, yes it is, and just this steely exterior that Venus and Scorpio gives off. So sometimes you may not be none the wiser, and you might be sleeping with them and all that, and you don't really fucking know. But with Mars there, that expression's gonna come out, and it's probably going to be more natural, more genuine. Trust me when I tell you, I do consultancy with people who have people that have this placement, and they're like, yo, I don't know what the fuck he's thinking. Like, can you tell me what he's thinking? Like, I don't want to go too deep, but they be saying they want some type of feedback, some type of conversation that's reciprocal and not just yeah, and okay, like, because they don't get that. Women don't be getting that yeah, okay shit. Like, you know what I mean? They be lost with that. Like, what the fuck you mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's how Venus and Scorpio could be, and it's just like with Mars being there, conjunct, from the gate, you might know that Scorpio, like what type of time they on at all times, and they really just bending and here and there for you. And it's because, again, there's no in between with Venus and Scorpio. I fuck with you or I don't, So when I'm able to express that, and you don't got to second guess that, that's what's real good about this conjunction with Mars and Venus. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's the two important places that you need to focus on is finances and relationships. You're going to achieve your goals. The difference between your goals with Mars and Venus is going to be like entrepreneurship with Mars, your goals, your achievements, aspirations, things you set out to do for self, even self-love, and things that are relative to Venus is going to be about other people, being there for other people, protecting other people, big in Venus and Scorpio. And you just got to be able to use strategy when it comes to the two planets. I think it could be very harmonious because you get to be a solo act and still have more care and concern about other people. So that's my take on it. If you think I missed something, get in the comment section. I'll expand on it. If you think I skipped over something, do the same. And until next time, I'm out.